Is bully all you know how to say now? Just because I'm up to the class trial? Is this the way it's... Is this the way it's gonna be? Shit. I have to do everything. Yeah. Fair enough, I guess. That's the way of things. It's gonna be even worse this time because it's at the class trial. So it's gonna be... Fuck, this isn't gonna go well. Hey, Karis. How's it going? So I'm now up to the class trial. Oh, Jesus. Probably the controls.
Yo.
Toko's still not showing up?
Come on.
Mood.
What are you gonna do?
King's Room, just 1 minute. What word will he get wrong? Probably half of them. Like, at least half. What will I hit? Exactly. Fuck this. Oh god, I gotta stop playing other games. And here she is. Terrible. Something in the class rods is dragon for raiding. Yeah, it's fine. Get rid of that. Yeah, but how is everybody doing today? Oh, let's get the show on the road.
Let's go.
Everyone had a fun day at work and stuff. Chihiro Fujisaki. Bully. Fuck. There's 2 of them. Work was alright. Yeah. Someone made the choice to kill. I go like, well, yeah, easy target. Just a like little frail little girl. We've gone over this. Yes, someone in this room. Can I just talk to everyone? Byakuya? Oh, Jesus. I mean, I'm like 90% sure it's Toko. Just choose one or the other, or get a second monitor. Bring one up on your phone, I don't know. Or just prioritize one. What do you want to do?
Hey, come on.
I'd choose anything over you, to be honest. Yeah, that was pretty solid. I'll allow it.
How very sad.
I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. I just want your reactions, though. You just, like, you want me to actually react to things? Is that what you mean? Do what they did, but they wanted to get out, or they just wanted to stab a bitch. Justice always prevails. Sure. No, I haven't talked to everyone.
Well then.
He just acts on a weaker individual. Okay, I'm just checking Twitch to make sure things are functioning. Yeah. Alright, through the doors.
It's true.
Seems like it. Akuno Kami subscribed at tier 1. Thank you. I appreciate it. Join the fam. Do you have the founders badge as well now? Because I think I get 5. You do. You do have the founders badge. With one steep breath, I walked toward the elevator and shook your legs. But thanks for the sub. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race across. First person I've subbed to. Nice. Sword to fight us all the haters. Yes. You were there to defend me. That is the job of the mods. Defend me and the others in chat. She armed. The elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. He has emotions? To be fair, right, you've got 3 emotes. And you said you liked the diamond. Will defend others, but not you. Fuck. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. Jesus. Uneasiness in my heart, bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. It just seems very bumpy. You blind everyone or burn their eyes to liquid. Jesus. Are we just blinding people now? Came to a sudden stop. As elevators do. Or lifts. Isn't it so exciting?
Very nice.
Not at all. They'd go blind looking at me anyways. But, come on. But going blind by a diamond is much nicer. Yeah, it's all under the circumstances of how you became blind.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Please find your assigned seats and then don't sit down because the chairs don't exist. The curtain opened once again. Curtain. Much lol yes, lol no, yes, no fuck off, no you. Deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. I've also changed my settings so VIPs can now post links. It was set to like mods and myself could post link, but now VIPs can. If you need to post any shit. Uno reverse card. Got him. Deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly face. Faith, what? A deadly class trial. That is true. Do you want to save? Yeah, I'll save. Oh, fuck. Truth bullets. So. Time of death is estimated to be around 2 AM. The body discovered. Locker room, 2nd floor. Blow to the head. If you need to expose Liam being an absolute asshole. Come on. That's only like sometimes. That's not my whole personality. Danganronpa is a religion now. During the declined several invitations. Yep. I'm not gonna read all that. Set skills. Reduce your aim speed effect during the non-stop debate in Hangman's Gambit. That's all I got. Bam. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just quickly skim over everything. Nope. Truth bullets. So the file, Sakura's account, the dumbbell, Mondo's account. Yep. Who have I been doing free time events with? Mondo. I've done 1 or 2 with Celeste, some with Sakura. Maybe 1 with Hina. I think I did 1 with Chihiro. I mean, I can just check. No. Yeah, 3 with him. Mondo mostly. Leon. You. No. Yeah, Sakura. Celeste. Alright, yeah. But it's, yeah, mostly Mondo. Finish preparation. Huh. Am I mentally prepared?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
The
So,
hell?
your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Can we just skip all the puzzles bit and just go to the voting?
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Just let me
and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Just let me vote Toko now. Just let me.
Okay.
Just get it over
then.
with.
So, first off,
I'm like 90%. Because she's freaked out about everything. She specifically said, like, she had very weird wording referring to Genocide Jack about holding him back or something, don't let him take over. And then there was mention of DID in the case file. The dissociative identity disorder, so just multiple personalities. And when we saw her pass out, like she fainted from seeing blood, and when she came to, she was like just a weird fucking psychopath. So I'm pretty sure her one of her other personalities is a serial killer. Which is also kind of why DID has a bad reputation. Okay, so first though, let's
talk about the murder weapon.
yeah, it's a dumbbell. Mr. Monokuma, I already know. Let us vote now. Make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Phew. Yep, that seems right.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Accurate.
To the Monokuma file, the
Okay.
killer used a
I just
blunt
need to remember what the
instrument.
slowdown button was.
What kind of blunt instrument could it
Aha.
have been?
I really gotta stop being so, like, preemptive on everything. I see, like, one thing that seems like, that seems right, and then I just shoot.
The killer. What kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
That's probably it.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful.
Poor Chihiro.
She's dead, it's fine. Get over it. Move on. Why is my health so low? Don't question it.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
I'm just a weak child.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
What?
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
What the fuck? I gotta read those.
Fatal injury.
Respect the dead.
It appears it was a head wound.
I do believe I've not been doing that.
Monokuma file. The killer used
I don't know how I missed
I
it.
bet it was an iron pipe.
Eh? There, you happy now?
No, that's wrong.
Why do I suck? I don't know. Shut up.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene
And this
of
is
the
why we
crime?
bully. Yeah.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
We're solving a murder. Why wouldn't we look at the wounds?
That's so creepy.
That's like normal forensic shit. Is forensic the right one? I don't know.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
The culprits.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Toko.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is...
Yes, it's forensic. Okay. It's Toko.
Fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Yeah. They used to teach forensics at my high school. For some weird reason. Unfortunately, it stopped when I got to it. Like, got to that, like, year level that could have done it. New element has been added. They taught you how to pick a lock. True, yeah. White noise will appear to disrupt your reactions, and your truth bullets will disappear if they hit those lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Press the A button to attach the silencer. Shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise. Time limit will decrease. Take careful aim. Who does this game think I am? Lamau. But if your action difficulty is set to gentle white noise, I'm pretty sure I'm unkind, so I will have it. So, Y for truth bullets, A for silencer. Go through the whole thing.
Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack,
It's probably the
know
yellow
what it
one
is.
that vibrated a lot. Oh, well, stream's over, you can't aim to save his life. Self-locked out, do you want a chance? Fuck. It's... shows this was the work of Genocide Jack.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Bam.
I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
I can hit these because it's not like a thing flying towards the screen that misses.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Bang.
That's wrong.
Because we have the entire case file in that weird room.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
Pew pew. Because the murder is exactly the same as all his others.
What?
His, in quotes. His.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
Oh, yeah, it says top secret.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Yeah, that's definitely the weirdest thing in the library.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Yeah.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
That's just like his own personal collection that he just brought to school with him.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
What the fuck, Hifumi?
No.
Why do you
It's actually
exist?
bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you
Not public.
tell them, Makoto?
No, get Toko to tell it. They get hung up.
I got it!
Haha.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Quit character? What the fuck are you trying to write? Quit. What? Quirky? Okay, I'm. Apparently, in every genocide, he suspends the body in a certain way.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Indeed.
So, how did the
Look at
culprit
her.
know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Her skirt really, like, fans outwards.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Coincidence.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Skirt go poof. Skirt go burr.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
One of the girls. Toko, to be
Yes.
precise.
In fact, it's Toko.
Oh shit, he's done it. OBRB, but this time not for an hour. Oh, that means I can relax for a bit.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
Yeah, no one cares about you, Hifumi.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
A bad one? Not every cause of death is bleeding. Poisons, drowning, hanging. Why am I going into that?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Is he just gonna say everything that I've been saying?
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Fuck, he's literally me. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people. Haha! It's what I've been saying. She's got DID. What the fuck is this? Oh, don't. How did I play this one again? Oh. Fuck, I'm really bad with shit like this. Did I do S already? Oh. Logically, R would not be next. Oh, I'm dead. Wait, that one takes rid of my life? Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. The class trial is officially adjourned. It's Toko! Get her out! That's like zero suspicion on me. But for game purposes, they have to kill me. Hey, no, go away. You said you were leaving. Why are you back so soon?
Is this really the end for all of us?
Fuck, what was the first letter? It was an S.
I refuse to give up yet.
I also didn't realize that one was taking away my life. Oh, fuck, you got your phone. So even when you're gone, you're still here. Worth it to see you die. Fuck. So the first one's an S. 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 S-T? I'm so fucking bad at these. S-C-H. Why would it be another I? That was... I hit that way too many times. I mean, Zed is coming up a lot. Okay, I have no idea what's happening now. Oh?
Now I understand.
It's the gross word?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I mean, we have already been over that. Wait, no we haven't. I talked about
I
it.
think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Everybody witnessed it.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I got it! You're talking
I didn't
about
actually
how
read
she
the dialogue,
started
though.
acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I don't even know what that word is. Let's see. Let's look it up. Oh. That's how it's spelled? That's how it's spelled? Yeah. I think she fainted when she saw... Oh, I forgot about that face and I hate it. Ingrained it into your brain? Wait, remember it? How it's spelt? The face. Oh, no. I don't want to.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
You're on the laptop again. Well done.
Don't go
You've done
assigning
it.
adjectives to my tone without permission.
Back to the 4 or 5 second delay.
Not to mention, once she regained
Progress.
consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
And the one that can is also okay with seeing dead bodies. It's like the Logan Paul.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room,
Can I say that?
it's
I feel like I
because she
shouldn't
was
say
scared
that.
of Genocide Jack?
Imagine if neither of the person is fine with seeing blood. Yeah. Who knows? Waking up and immediately passing out. Yeah, see, she was saying shit like this.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
But if it did, they'd be in her room with her key and could just walk out the door.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah.
We're getting to it.
How can you know all this?
I've already talked about the super secret case file.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Thank God Byakuya is taking the reins on this case.
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said, A murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Who uses the term fiend this much?
And that trepidation
Seriously.
is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
With this much evidence?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
Who? Me sometimes, not gonna lie. About which bit?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame.
Using
you
fiends?
came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
And why would you open up to Byakuya? He's definitely gonna use it against you.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Either never use it or use it just every sentence. The girl's obsessed? Ah, right. She is.
Besides,
I forgot about that.
You broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
Yeah, she was saying shit like that. Have control ever again. That's just so weird.
If I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Ooh. You got played.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
This is such an easy case.
I hate you.
I doubt that.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished.
I feel like the
All
whole.
that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
I feel like the trial's finished. It's fairly obvious she's done it with how everything she said.
You don't...
Oh, we gonna get him out here? Do it. Make her faint. Quickly, someone stab someone else so she sees blood. I wanna vote.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
That's a worse one. Go back to the other one.
Yes! What the heck?
Go back to the other one.
Figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Vote you off?
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What a shocking revelation.
What the fuck is this?
We've gone over what this is. She's got DID.
Toko, what happened to
You
you?
love her, she's great.
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Jesus.
She's so intense.
So it's like she's a murderer.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
Genocide is, yeah. I mean, it's fine.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Obviously.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Well, she's a lot more interesting than other Toko. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, look how polite she looks now.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Not even the main Toko anymore.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then
Yep, she's better.
it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
It's not even the main
And
Toko.
another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Giving out hints?
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty
There were hints in
maniac,
that? What?
But life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living
You're AFK?
itself
Oh, yeah.
causes pain for everyone.
I mean, are you a necessary evil? Who are you killing? Is this like a Punisher situation? Schizophrenia isn't even the right words. I know! Schizophrenia and DID are two different things, I'm pretty sure. One is like, DID's got like, you've got basically multiple people. Like different it's split personalities. And you can have an insane amount. And the other one is you have like auditory hallucinations of sounds and voices.
Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Yeah.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Yeah, personalities specifically come about to protect you, essentially.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
The brain processing shit incredibly.
If a
Yeah.
secret like that came to light,
You just hear
Toko's
things.
life would have undoubtedly
As far as I'm aware.
been forever ruined.
Or that might just be like base level schizophrenia knowledge of just where you hear things.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
But does she just have two personalities? Like her weird one and then her serial killer one? Yeah. Two very different things. Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
The guy from Split was a ball of trauma. That movie kind of sucked. But yes.
As much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such
Well,
a bizarre fashion.
there goes my theory out the window.
Maybe
She said
so,
it's not
maybe
her.
So, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
It's Byakuya, isn't it? That's the only other suspicion, because he knew about all that shit.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
And Byakuya has taken control of this quite easily to divert attention off himself. Yeah. I remember seeing the movie Split in cinemas, and as soon as I saw who the director was, my expectations shot straight down. It's like the same guy that made the live action Avatar movie that we don't talk about. Like Last Airbender. That doesn't exist. It never happens. Status of the dead body. Dead. And hanging.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Bang, bang.
You say that, but do you really
Bang.
expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would
The
change
what?
things.
Exactly.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Stop using fancy words.
Give it up. You killed her.
You know, as soon as she said that she didn't, I feel like she didn't. I mean, it is basically just between Toko and Byakuya. Because they would be the only two that knew about how Genocider Jack killed. One is because they are them, and the other because they had the case file and studied every fucking book in that room. Just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. What he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
You're just saying that because she's a serial killer.
That would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
Status of the
When
dead
you
body.
compare your past murders to this
Fuck.
incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof
I feel like
do
that.
you need?
Did that just...
Give it up.
Did that
You
miss?
killed her.
Too slowly it was fading. Ah!
You say that, but do you really expect
I mean, I don't
any
need
of
to
us
get these, but
believe
I'm
it?
still doing it.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that... Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders, the modus operandi matches.
Haha.
No, that's wrong.
Counter. This is what you get for giving me the case file.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same?
In the book,
I'm
they
not
were
so sure about that.
they were stabbed by scissors from the 2 pages we saw.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Still saying Genocide Jack when they clearly stated that Genocide Jill.
Oh, you don't know?
What is this?
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Please go into detail about how you kill.
Passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Scissors. The scissors used in the murder were apparently custom made with every pair left at each murder scene, seeming to be of the same make and construction. Those are big scissors. So yeah, it's just scissors.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
And they've also been stabbed multiple times. Instead of just like one swing to the head
But what
with
happened to
a
Chihiro?
weight.
It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Did you have a stroke again? I don't know what you're referring to, but probably.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are 2 clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. The weapon. Wait, look at the neck and the stomach. Fatal injury. Trying to read it. I was just reading it fast. The style of the bloody message? No, it's
I got it.
that.
For one, the cause of death is different.
Probably bleeding out, I'd say, in the other ones, and this was just instant.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
And did they bleed to death? Oh, actually, no. Those are like in the heart between the ribs.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yep, apparently. Jesus. Whoever manufactures
but Chihiro
those
died
must...
from a blow to the head, right?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
You think you're just gonna smuggle in a shit ton of scissors?
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
It's like they've been locked in a place where they don't have access to their arsenal.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Oh fuck, what is it?
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Oh, basically the same thing. They both have steps. They both have ingredients.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Ropes and, well, extension cord. They both have utensils, it's fine. Chihiro was suspended by an extension cord while the others are, like, impaled in the wrists.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
We're really going off that she must have access to her entire, like, weaponry, and she just decided to not use any of them.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Saying that, like, real Toko wouldn't just get rid of all that shit immediately. It's like, nope, she saw she had them and decided to keep them with her. And then when Jack came out, it was just like, cool, all my scissors are here. But I'm not gonna use them. Jesus. We know it's an extension cord. Stop calling it a rope.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Actually, they're like in the wall. Those are pretty good scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
I'm a burger?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
They are very cool looking scissors.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
I'll get you some for your birthday. You've got time to get them. Just get them custom made.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Oh, is it a Punisher situation?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
The names of every victim. Oh, probably a girl.
I got it!
Just because the other two were dudes.
Because Chihiro was a girl?
Alright, that was quick.
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
She's a professional, so she's got standards.
In all the Genocide Jack
And her own
cases,
set of
all
rules.
the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada. I'm not going through that again. I say again like I went through it yesterday. I read like 2 names and was like, I'm not doing that.
Guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Would she have killed Byakuya? With Toko had like a weird feelings about him. Would that pass over to Jill? And then she would kill him?
The hell is wrong with you?
I'd be okay with that.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
Leave across the room and end him.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
I mean, that would be the best thing to do. And Byakuya, yeah. Like, when you get if you're like a moment from being executed here, just do like one final hurrah and take someone else with you.
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
I like noodles.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
I'm like 90% sure it's Byakuya.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
What do you mean that makes perfect sense?
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Do you have them on you?
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Byakuya might.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
No, she uses her specialty made scissors.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Do the police just have like an evidence box just full of scissors?
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
The tongue, it's done. Wait, the tongue's gone?
Are you sure?
I didn't know.
about
There
that?
it is. Ta-da! She has her scissors with her. On standby.
Fully equipped. That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime.
So I was right. The amount of days that like we have been here, Toko just didn't get rid of the scissors.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Then it's Byakuya.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
Because he was very determined to not let anyone in that room. He had the extension cord by him that was in the library. So I'm pretty sure it's Byakuya. Just Toru, don't do it.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Of this one murder, yeah.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
On the plus side, at least now all the girls know that they will be safe from her. I'll kill you then myself.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
It's Byakuya. Byakuya. Me. Oh, there he is. Hello, Bonk.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
He definitely did find out.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
I mean, that's true of everybody, but he was the only one that had it at the
Plus,
time.
You already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Pretty sure he did.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
Yeah, I was right. He took control of the whole discussion to subvert
because he wanted
attention
to
from
pin the crime
himself.
on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
I get things right like once a day.
The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
Weak.
Oh, I'm on fire!
Not really a fan of that one either. Yeah, maybe. Probably with the wording he's referring to that.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
You're not suspicious, you're just a dickhead.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
Oh, every time I went to go into the...
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
True, his name, yeah. I was just like, let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
And he also knew about the little iPads of the dead students. Probably used one of those to get access. Then somehow Leon's broke. I don't know.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
I'm calling you out as a pervert.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Yeah, well, no one cares what you think, Afumi. You're
On
useless.
the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
The ultimate affluent progeny. Clear contradiction. What Byakuya? Fuck. Truth flashback. What? Oh boy. 1.3k. Nice. Then you'll remember. Once. That's because I've just added nothing to the channel points. Disappear from your if you shoot or change a truth ball, it would disappear from your truth cylinder. Understandable, yeah. Fuck, I've been going for an hour already. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot. I'm gonna do bad at this. What? We'll just have to... Fuck. Wait, how do I flashback? Was that a thing that they went over? They probably... I'm also just bad at understanding shit when it's explained to me in text. I'm a hands-on person.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Cause of death was blown to the head with a blunt object. She was...
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented
I have
with
11
the
minutes.
opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Halloween.
The victim
Fucking
was
hell.
Chihiro, who was a girl.
Obviously.
So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
We didn't know there was a victim. He makes it sound like he knew the victim before that shit. I looked down for like 0.2 seconds. Yeah.
So, you said Byakuya
Meow.
was acting kind of, but he was acting weird.
Meow.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out...
Meow.
That's a
Meow.
natural reaction.
Yep.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
I mean,
so
the
of
victim
course
was
I would
Chihiro.
suggest we check. There was no time for what's so strange.
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So I think it is that bit. Maybe. I don't know.
You said Byakuya, he was
Meow.
acting...
If you're presented with
Zerby.
the opportunity...
That's a natural. The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Huh?
Shoot!
Fuck, this one's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity
Yeah, I
to
have.
check out the girls' locker room...
That's a natural. The victim was
it A?
Chihiro,
Nope.
Who was, so of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
How do I... Fuck. Fire button on the first one and hold it. And fire on
What's
this.
so strange? I wish you'd taken me with you.
So I gotta fucking hold shit down now?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
Jesus.
how?
If you're presented
I don't
with
remember
the
ever
opportunity
reading
to
something
check
about
out
holding
the
down
girls'
buttons.
locker room-
That's a natural reaction. The victim was.
No, that's wrong. I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Yeah.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
I know, but I was reading it, and when I read instructions, it just goes out. It doesn't click until I actually start doing it.
So your
I'm
claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I'm hands-on. I'm more like a physical learning thing than a mental.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
I mean, it's pretty good reasoning. Can you imagine this being like an Among Us lobby?
Huh?
And just everyone is yelling at each other? Just, it's him, it's him, it's him, it's him!
What's wrong?
Lock it
that
in.
Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
No, that's all I got. But I mean, we very much proved that Jill didn't do it. So the only other person who has any sort of suspicion is Byakuya. Let's just skip to the voting. He doesn't care. This is literally a game to him. He will not stop saying that to people.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
I wonder what his execution's gonna be.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Oh, thank God. Take over, Kyoko.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Is it gonna go on about the extension cord or some shit? Oh, the lamp. Close enough.
What? The difference between the cases? You want
It's
me to explain
same
it
shit.
again?
Bonk.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Yep.
But Chihiro was suspended with...
An extension cord.
It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Oh, someone just say it was an extension cord.
Then there
Ah.
must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
It's not a
Hey,
rope.
Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Ah. Bitch.
No, that's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
The fucking never leaves the library as soon as it opened up.
Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What?
What? An extension cord?
It's like you can't see the plug hanging in clear view.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Couldn't be me. I mean, there's no like ropes in the warehouse or the gym or some shit you could use.
The same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Yo, can we aim yet? Not really.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover
No.
that fact.
There's no someone use that as an cord. True.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Yeah, he did it. Get him out of here.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this?
No, we don't talk about that.
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
You seem like someone who knows how to write.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Thank you for like clearing that up. Yes. Oh, Skit, come on. Come on.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Let's get him out of here.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
I fucking might.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
No, you can't report me back. That's not how this works. I won't actually.
Sorry.
Calm
Can you hold
down.
on just a second?
Friendship down the drain. There it goes. I report you to the Twitch police. Friendship over.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Destroyed.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
Yeah, it's Byakuya. Let's get him out.
But still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Can't I literally just be like, show of hands? Who thinks Byakuya did? 7 years of friendship gone. All those years. The memories we've shared.
And what, pray tell, is still
Just
bothering
all
you?
gone.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Yeah.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
Yeah, I had short hair then, you wouldn't have noticed. Speaking of that, just doesn't make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. Yeah.
What about all that bothers you?
You had the Karen haircut? Oh, are there pictures of that? Because that sounds funny. Oh, fuck. He's definitely stalling off about... Fuck, what's he say? Is it the cord or the... Nope. Oh. I have like, I think it's finding some group's office.
Shoot!
I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Chihira's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Oh. Now that I remember what it said, it's the scene then.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
In the boys' locker room. There was blood on the poster. That's why the posters were swapped, and the carpet was also for some reason swapped. Because it had a coffee stain on it or some shit.
How disappointing.
Thanks, Dad.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
You hate that face? Why?
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Why was it made emote only? Did someone make it emote only? Red Rose 490. Enable emote only mode for this room. How could the scene of this crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Turned it off instantly, don't worry, we'll go with that. I mean, you got an emote in, so you're fine.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
The murder scene was the boys' locker room.
I do.
Did you just? Oh, look at him. He's angry. We're getting him. Well, when the story suddenly moved to the crimes of Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. Did he just say that? And no.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
No, we're glossing over that.
If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
The posters and the carpet. Things have clearly been tampered with. I mean, the posters.
I got it!
Haha.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
That were very obviously switched.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Is that bit necessary? You could have just said a model.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Good old Smash Mouth. And their one song, Tickle Bitty. Girls can be lesbians, Makoto, Jesus. Yeah, you need to emphasize the bust size.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Alright.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had
A boy band.
a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
They look like Pokemon gym leaders.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Look at Sakura and Hina. Exactly. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boy's... Wow.
So you're saying
He's really
maybe the posters
gender
were
stereotyping this.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
Carpet.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
It's the carpet.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
Could I have done these two in any order? It was made in 2010. Not the most progressive back then.
While I was in the girls' locker
Things
room
aren't the most
earlier,
progressive
I
now.
spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
I spilled some protein coffee
But
on
I
the carpet.
noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
The carpet was moved. The carpet.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
Sure, one of the guys just didn't shit themselves.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
I recognize that stain anywhere.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
I'm waiting for Byakuya's mental breakdown.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved.
You're waiting for everyone's body. I mean, that is true. Especially the calm ones. Or like the really friendly ones. You just want to see him snap. But Byakuya deserves it. Don't let Ark hear that. It's fine.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
You can square up. Like, do it, fight. Why would the culprit bother doing that? To move the murder scene. To put the blame onto a girl. Because it's in the girls' locker room.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Because if it was in the boys' locker room, people would naturally suspect boys.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
She was moved there? They're literally right next to each other. They're right next. Why is this some weird, like, oh, she got me.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Yes, but hear this. Chihiro is a girl. With her own e-handbook. Just use hers. She's dead. Doesn't matter.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Unless she had Leon's. I don't know.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
What? You? Him? Huh?
I highly doubt that.
I'm with Celeste on that.
I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Don't say some fucking magic shit. I mean, did she use Leon's? And then somehow break it? Ta-da! Yeah.
Is it really possible?
She teleported.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it!
How'd it break?
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Ah. Oh, but no, it's broken.
She could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
No, his book's broken.
Is it really
Zoom.
Really have gotten
Zoom.
She
Zoom.
must have hacked her e-handbook.
Zoom.
I'm sure that would have
Zoom.
No, I don't think she
Zoom.
used the thing.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about
Fuck.
Leon's
Zoom.
handbook,
Ah.
of course. If she had that,
Fuck.
she could
I
get
hit
into the
both
boys'
buttons.
locker room no problem.
Don't all. I hit the A and then I hit the Y. Eh. Don't do it like that. Jesus.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no
She used the thing. Huh? I'm talking about if she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Yeah. It's the hold down feature.
Could Chihiro really have gotten...
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Haha.
Programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem.
No, I don't
Maybe.
think that's it.
She used the thing that. Huh? What thing?
Actually, now I'm like,
talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
yeah, that's what I figured. And boosh.
Shoot.
I got time and health. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room
Okay, let's
somehow?
let it play out slowly.
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
That's hacking
She
her
was the
own.
ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
I need to use the hold down feature on the Leon's handbook.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What?
Wait, is someone gonna knock on my front door? What are you doing?
Handbook, of course. If she had that,
Okay, that was just...
boys' locker room, no problem.
That one I just looked down to read chat. That's not on me.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really have gotten into...
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that
Games like this really aren't my forte.
What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Now,
If she had that, she could get into the
Boys' locker room.
but then it's just gonna go right back to the start, and then it's gonna be all weird. Hang on, you're all yelling at me now. Let me scroll up. What have I missed? Boosh, I'm ahead early. What the fuck? Going to, I'm in disarray. Shot the purple words. No, people are gonna kill you. In a minute, I'm gonna scream. You hit the purple words. Cause you hit the purple. You failed the last time because you hit the purple words. You had the right answer. So you didn't actually shoot the statement. Oh, you had it the first time. A bunch of letters. You shot the statement. No, you have the right bullet. I've been yelling this the entire time. I don't know, really, this man. Broken handbook is the grow. So, fuck.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten...
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have.
No, I don't think that she used the thing that. Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's
fuck.
handbook, of course.
Ah! Oh, it's because now it's on the other bullet. Fuck off.
Is
There
it
we
really
go.
possible? Could
Nyew.
Chihiro really have gotten into...
I'm just not gonna look at the chat for a sec.
Was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have. No, I don't think she used the thing that would. Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
Then go play Persona 4.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Yeah, I just forgot on that bit that it keeps the fucking contradiction bit.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook is...
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck.
But how did it break?
Quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against...
Because
using
Monokuma said
someone
it can
else's
withstand
handbook?
like 9 tons of weight or some shit. He did it, boys.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Thank you for helping with your
In
demise.
other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
I mean, probably. But they'd also see you with like all your badges and shit and be like, they definitely have some relationship. I mean, I can check. just us. Yeah. That wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
Plus one more.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Fumi, you're useless. Get out of here. I'm voting you next.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Cool, that's one. That's it. Get him out. No, we know who did it. Get him out. No, get him out.
Hold on a second.
Oh, get him out.
I agree with you, though.
Get me out of this
I
hell.
think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
I mean, she's very useful.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
Unless she's one of the boys.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Sorry. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
You making clips is never good.
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait.
Is this allowed?
Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
I love that reaction.
Huh?
Jesus.
It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Ta-da! Link.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it
It was
you want
stated
to show us?
yesterday, Connor, that
Now,
Monokuma
you
doesn't
boys
have
are all
rocks
very
to get off.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, now you're just gonna put it in Discord for everybody? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. Was it the crime scene? Hey, it's the crime scene.
The girls' locker room?
Obviously.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Oh, fuck, in the server announcement? Jesus. I thought you were gonna say Monokuma doesn't have rights.
Examine her carefully.
No, you
Like
get out of the
using
room.
our hands?
You're weird. You're a creep. Get out of the room.
No way.
No, you're out of the room.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's fine, she's dead.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
You won't do like forensics
But
based
you're
on
a
religion?
girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
What's that type of thinking?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
I counts, I'll touch her body.
So just leave this to me.
Yeah.
Sakura,
Those muscles are gonna come in like so useful. Wow.
what is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Everyone seems pretty chill now that we just have like a serial killer walking around with us.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Brief prayer. Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Why are you getting us to touch the body? Just tell us.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this?
It's a weird reaction to touching a dead body.
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
I'm very confused about what's happening.
This girl is
Oh, she is a boy?
Is what?
a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting.
She doesn't
Thank
want to
you
be the
for
only one who
confirming
touched a
this
body.
fact.
Fuck you, Fumi.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Fuck you, I'm reporting your whole account. Wait, why? What did I do? What, so her being a he? You wanted me to have a bigger reaction to finding that out?
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Just a very
Oh, what,
feminine
you
guy.
guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Wouldn't it have said it in the the iPads?
Chihiro Fujisawa
She was
totally
waiting,
a guy.
and I was just like, oh, it's just a guy.
He was a cross-dresser?
Sorry, I don't have some weird reaction to finding out people are not the gender they seem to be. Skit, huh?
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
A penis.
Interesting.
Sorry, you don't have emotions.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Yeah. Trials.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting.
Should be happy about this
Now
don't
then,
like penis.
let's resume the class trial.
They're a child, Connor. And dead. Calm down.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
It was such like aggressive reactions just to me casually being like, oh, it's a guy.
Yes, well.
Funny,
I
though.
know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Yep. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy? Understandable. I mean, he wore a skirt.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Yep.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
And Naegi goes back to being shorter than all the females.
So then, there should be no
True.
issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
We didn't even need to go down there. You could have just been like, get out your iPads and check the Chihiro section, and it says male. You didn't need to be like, hey, just touch the body. Touch it, and you'll find something. And it will be interesting. Yep.
So
Would probably be
Chihiro
hidden.
really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Yes, we've... Jesus, that's...
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Probably just to put the blame onto the girls. By just being like, I am not a girl, I can't go into that locker room.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is a most titillating situation!
And we're back to the tongue.
So now everything has been connected.
Yes.
All the mysteries
Vote him.
finally become clear.
Get him out.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Get him out.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Is this just gonna give me like a yes or no
Well,
thing?
Without
Or
a doubt,
just
Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But
I can imagine him doing it.
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Oh, Jesus.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
It's because I don't like him.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
That's exactly what he's doing. Except for that one bit he got angry.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Or he's just playing dumb.
Plus,
Or something.
the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it
Yeah.
could connect him to the murder.
I did think about that as well.
At least, that's how I see it.
But that's the best way to get someone. Frame yourself while framing another person as well.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Are you trying to say that the killer knew they were a guy? Either looked at their iPad thing or just like felt to them?
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but
Just went like, ooh, woo, what's this?
it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as
Jesus
correct.
Christ.
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Unless?
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Uh-huh.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now.
You can swear,
I'm
it's
telling you
okay.
the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
There go my suspects.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
Comedy.
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Did you just want to add extra layers to this trial
Now then,
and crime
if
and
it
murder and
wasn't
all that
me,
shit?
who was it?
Well,
Don't
I
make
don't
me
think I
do
can
the
say for
truth
sure
thing.
without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Give it a little spice.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Don't like mobile emotes. It would seem not. Oh no, it works on... The emotes came through on my Twitch overlay. Stream manager thing. Better TTV emojis.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Wow.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
I don't think...
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
I mean, probably.
Anyway,
We don't know your life.
Let's discuss this all as a group one more time.
Oh,
We still have time to make our decision.
fuck.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Does this mean you're gonna be useful again, Byakuya? The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means it's one of the boys. I mean, apparently broken. It's smashed to bits. Her account was she saw Chihiro at like midnight in the warehouse, right? On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. Clothes were not found at the crime scene. And they were blue, of course. An indicator that they are male. Because that's how it works. Celeste not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. That might lead us to who did it.
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Nah.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Chihiro.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Ha. Fuck. I hate this game.
The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in.
Bruh.
Game over, man. Game over.
No! Not game over!
I'll just skip past it for me. No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more
Isn't
information.
there a single clue that might lead us to who? Well, nobody can.
I'm sure if someone saw the killer.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
What?
Shoot.
A contradiction. Do I have to do the fucking squints?
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues
I
are
got
one
10
thing,
minutes.
but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game
That
over,
one.
Man. Game over.
No! Not game over!
Says the killer saw her, and only the killer. But we know that's not right, because Celeste saw her. So I gotta shoot that one.
Isn't there a single
Haha.
clue that
Bang.
might lead us to who did
And
it?
4 incorrect shots.
Clues are
Wait.
one thing,
Huh?
but
What?
Did nobody
Huh?
get a look
I'm sure if someone saw
at the killer?
Talking shit?
Someone saw the victim at... Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw
Yeah.
the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Oh, I'm gonna miss. There, I was right.
No, that's wrong.
If you get it wrong 4 times, you die. So 10 minutes and 4 incorrect shots. Yeah.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Yes, please cease making sounds.
Whatever. Just hurry up and tell us.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Mondo.
Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Maybe it was Mondo.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
I don't know. Oh, it probably was Mondo, actually. Because they had that whole fucking argument, and he's like, I'm gonna make a man's promise to, like, never make you cry again and shit. I think it's Mondo.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is,
The
whoever he met up with
boys.
is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, I think it's Mondo.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
You make the connection, god damn it.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
I think it's Mondo.
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Duffel bag and a blue jacket.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
I mean, you just like dust the prints, press something on it, and then the dust transfers to the thing. Use like tape or some shit, I don't know.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Ta-da!
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Inference? I like infer, yeah.
Easy for you to say,
It was.
but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The jacket is blue.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag
is she
from
actually
the
go-
warehouse.
Is it actually gonna be the jacket's blue?
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
And Chihiro chose the
Do you
blue
think
one.
There might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Unless they wanted to feel more like a boy, so they went with a traditional blue color. Fuck.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
True.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Yeah.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I have no idea what they're
I
fucking
got it.
talking about.
He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Oh, maybe not Mondo.
I
Ho
don't
ho.
even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
Fucking same though.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did
No
any of
shit.
that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way.
No, I have
Not a chance.
no idea what's happening.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Oh, I remember what it is, yeah? Give me a few attempts. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know
I'm just gonna reread Celeste's account. Okay.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Or they just like blue.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
Yeah, it's
I
not
have a
you.
white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Ugh.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
It'd be really nice if I could just open up a list and just have like the whole transcript for this bit. So I can read back and forth through it. What he said just now is who? I've completely forgot his name. He said he had a black tracksuit. Oh, he said... No, that'd be too easy. Yeah. Okay, so... Said it was chosen because it's the same color of the... Oh, it's probably that, actually. But...
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
I think I just
He was on his way to
overanalyze things,
exercise.
which just makes me miss
So next
simple
we have to
shit.
ask, why did he choose this?
What do you mean the specific? I got it.
Taka.
So,
Nope.
what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a cause exercising.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
I don't think I am.
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Because I had like, I thought it was what Taka said because I don't remember what like specific shit comes up in yellow, because he said it's the same one as the killer. So I was like, does he actually like? How does he know that? Is he just saying shit to like contribute, or does he actually know this information? I'm just gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shoot someone.
First of all, we know where he was on his way to go. So
Not
next,
that.
why did he choose?
One of the
mean?
boys.
It matched the one the culprit was
Thought it was
wearing.
gonna be that, but it's what?
So, what's your... The killer was wearing the same blue
Haha.
tracksuit.
Oh, what?
No, that's wrong.
Oh, but like it's the same shit.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
I was going off like I had the reasoning down. It was just the wrong person who was talking. I focused on the wrong dude.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh, that was never mentioned? It's good. I've been saying blue all the fucking time.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you...
But I was right. I did say Mondo was my next suspicion.
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
But because you read the testament, she told you you had blue. Yeah.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
Oh.
The bag and
Stick up
clothes
for the
were surely
boys.
disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was
She's still here?
is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
Obviously.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Why does the tongue keep getting longer? That's ridiculous. Stop it.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Are you upset? No, it's just... I don't know. She's better than the other half.
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony, when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Was it opened?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mondo.
Here, you've
Vote
dug
him
your
out.
own grave.
Get him out.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
Get him out.
Focus on
Vote
the
him out.
tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
This is why you just don't talk.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However,
Rip Mondo 2010.
Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why?
So she's just been
What made
enjoying
you so suspicious?
watching this whole thing get derailed from Jill to Byakuya
That's a good question.
and now here. The way he talked. Talked or acting? Probably. Talked? I'll do talked first.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
Oh, it's so
You
obvious.
only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
At least he's, like,
Once I picked
quick
up
on
that,
changing
it occurred to me that Mondo knew something
like the
we didn't.
pronoun.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful.
Get her.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
In his defense, the promise was that he would never make her cry. So,
Mondo, was it really you?
no, she's a question mark.
Did you really
Get her out.
kill
Him.
Chihiro?
What?
I
Get him out.
I didn't kill anyone.
Can't believe he did it to the boys. They can't die if they're dead. Wait, shit. That's going in Hall of Fame.
You've been all over me, judging everything
Ah,
I say,
run.
putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
I've put nothing in your mouth, sir.
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Stick up for the bros.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
But the thing is, this is a trial. It is done by majority votes. We don't need to convince the killer if they are innocent. We don't need to make them confess. We just need to convince majority people that they did in fact do it. But we're going around the whole thing to the point of a confession.
My time has nearly come.
I am almost certain you have nothing useful.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Fuck are you talking
Oh,
about?
yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Oh, he did say that.
Really? What kind of evidence?
I'm gonna bonk you for me.
Actually, you know, now that I I'm thinking about it here calmly,
Yeah.
it might not be all that relevant.
Here we go.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist. Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Just, yeah. Then it must belong to. It's mine. It's Chihiro's.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
So Fumi's just been carrying around this the whole time.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Why?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Why do these keep breaking?
Imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
How do these keep getting
That's odd.
broken?
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
I know.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Yeah.
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
It's only 2 out of what? 15? How many people are here?
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
I got it!
Haha, the weak
You already
points.
told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Didn't tell us what it was.
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was. But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Yeah.
Huh? You're asking me?
Why would he just
I think
say
it's
it?
a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Isn't Monokuma literally just here to hit, like, the you're dead button? As if he's just gonna tell him, yeah.
Just tell us already.
He's just like a
Why
bystander.
would we want to break our own handbooks?
He's just waiting for the execution.
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
Wow, he really gave into peer pressure just then.
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Isn't that like a normal thing for electronics? Huh?
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees.
Are you trying to
Strange
kill
how you
people?
don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna
Oh, this song's
were
back.
somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
200 Fahrenheit? I don't... Look it up. How hot is that?
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
93. Almost. Oh, okay. It's still bad.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Good job.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, Then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Or just thought, hey, it's technology. I'm going to make it overheat.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Just above average for a sauna, though. Alright. Fucking saunas are hot.
Indeed.
Why would people
Quite
go
the
into a sauna?
mystery.
Despite it being, like, good for you.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Why?
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Did Leon.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
I do. It's gonna make me guess. You might have brought their handbook into the sauna. And I was literally just about to guess that. The bros, when they had their dumb competition. Do 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 do. The boys. The boys. True, he was. His still
Here's
broke
my
though.
answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
No talkie angry.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
You're saying remember like everyone knows about this.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
Dude, we're saying that about everyone here except Jill, that they would never kill, but it keeps happening.
Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
And I was becoming friends with Mondo. Wait, I have evidence? Fuck. What's the evidence? Oh. Fuck. Broken e-handbook.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh.
See? Look.
Prove it. Just pull it out.
Who was wrong after all? Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
He's fought police. I'm back. Welcome. I'm sure Mondo's handbook worked during the sauna showdown if I can just prove that. Handbook Mondo has must actually be... Wait.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Does Mondo
If
have
what he says
Chihiro's
is
then?
correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
Then he is
then that
Chihiro's?
proves that what Makoto said is right.
I don't fucking
Well,
know.
my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look. Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt.
Okay. Let's just read everything. So you need males for the boys, females for the girls. It's assumed the broken handbook is Leon's. Where did that? There it is. So... So does he have Chihiro's then? The handbook Monday has must actually be, yeah.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If
That-
what he says is correct, you broke your own handbook.
In other
Hey,
words,
achievement.
if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
So works just fine,
See?
but it's
Makoto was wrong
broken.
after all.
That's
Mondo
just
wouldn't
saying
hurt a
I'm
fly.
wrong.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
The
If
card
what he
reader.
says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Maybe the card reader on the works just fine bit,
In other words,
because you just need a
if Mondo's
male's.
handbook is
So
that
if he has
proves
Chihiro's,
that what
who is a
My
male,
goddamn handbook
ah,
works just fine.
fuck. Okay, but my reasoning was fine though.
Shoot!
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Okay, that's my first
If
shot.
what he says is correct, then
Ow.
Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn
Streamberg
handbook
ripped me,
works just
but you're
fine.
back. So not that on card reader.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all.
That one? Nah. So let's ignore card reader.
Shoot!
It's useless.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Broken handbook
If what he
cheers.
says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Ugh.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
So
then
then
that proves that what Makoto
Well, my goddamn handbook
must
works
be
just
that, right?
fine.
Fuck, I think that just missed. Fuck.
Look! Makoto was
Ugh. Rip
Mondo
us.
wouldn't hurt a
Rip
fly.
me.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's hand, then that proves that
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
I mean, it still could be that.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo
Makoto
wouldn't
was-
hurt a fly.
That one's just saying I'm wrong. Fuck off. With your aim training.
Let's test Makoto's if what he said, you broke
Cut.
your own handbook.
in other words,
Suchihiro's
if
on the
Mondo
works
that
just
proves
fine.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No one saw that.
See? Look!
Oh, fuck this game.
Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
It's adding to my, like, limited stress levels. Skip.
Let's test if
Yo.
what he said, you broke your own handbook.
in other words, then that proves
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button that time. Fuck.
Look!
Do you want
Makoto
to?
was
No.
wrong
Get out
after
of
all.
here.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Okay, that time I was just hitting the wrong button. Fucking hell.
Test if what he said, you broke your own handbook.
in other words, if Mon then that proves
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
It's wrong anyway.
Shoot!
There must be got 2 hearts left. Send him the link. No.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
I mean, I could use my
if
mouse.
what he says is correct, then Mondo, you
What the
broke your own handbook.
Alright, that's that.
in other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken.
We got Broken Handbook, Chihiro's Handbook, and Card Reader.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
It's probably Broken Handbook on that.
See? Look! Makoto
What
was
did he-
wrong after all. Mondo
He's
wouldn't
just
hurt a
saying I'm
fly.
wrong. Mondo wouldn't know how to fly.
Let's test if what he said you wrote your
Zoom.
own handbook. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works.
Haha.
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Probably
What
isn't.
that supposed to mean?
Just get him to turn it on.
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
Just tell him to turn it
I
on.
took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning?
No,
of a
fuck.
handbook
We've
is
been
forbidden?
over this. Jesus.
Here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
That could be like... That is not grey at all. If they're living, no. If they're dead, yes.
As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Tell him to
I'm happy to admit I
turn
made a
it
mistake.
on.
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on.
Bro.
Tell him he's wrong.
Fucking...
You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
Fuck. Just get him to turn it
Everything you
on.
just said is wrong.
Get him to
You
turn it
idiot.
on.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time?
Oh, just tell him to turn it on.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Just tell him to turn it on, then it will say Leon. Fuck. What is that? Yeah, how do I switch? There we go. Puts it in, runs away, gets to here. Comic time. I enjoy the comic. Goes into the boys. Goes in. Is that how small it is? Walks in, sees person, puts thing there. Does that. That's the killer's hand because it's grayed out. That's Byakuya's hands. Byakuya. Maybe? I don't know. We can go back and forth. So there's that. There's the bonk. Get bonked. As the bonk has commenced. With a ridiculous amount of blood. They dropped it. It is on the floor. They are dead. They roll up the carpet. That one off. Because we're still in the boys' room. No, that's the exact same fucking picture as that. No. So this is, they've been switched. Fucking Byakuya comes in like a bloody freak. Girls' room. I think? Yeah. That's the, this is the bath, so that's the sauna. Throws it into the sauna, and then he closes the door. I don't know. We'll keep it like that for now. So, fuck, I forgot there's a time limit. So that is that. She sees the thing. He freaks out, runs away, goes into the boys. Swipes the card. Maybe that's the other way. Swipes the card, goes into the boys. I can't tell if that door's opened or not. Sees our dude. One of the boys. There's that. There's that. Then he's just fucking pumping iron. And then whack. Gives her the bonk. Blood sprays. Drops it. I mean, at least she died instantly. Then he rolls up the carpet, takes off the poster, picks her body up, goes to the girls. Oh, the riding bloodlust bit. I think that goes there. Maybe? Because here the posters have been switched. Ties her up, riots bloodlust. Okay, let's go back to the start. So that happens, yes. Gets to the room, swipes the card, goes into the boys. Sees person. She goes to the locker, puts things in. He takes the thing and gets whacked. I don't know what this one's referred to. Gets the whack. Blood goes everywhere. Drops the thing. Starts to clean up the room. Rolls the carpet up. Takes the poster off. Picks the body up. Goes to the girls' room. Uses the card. Swipes the card. Wait, uses the card. Whatever. The door handle one might be Leon. Oh. Suspicious? Then the things have been switched. Then Byakuya, the fucking freak, comes in. This makes it seem like he just showed up with an extension cord. And it's like, oh, look what I have stumbled upon. Ties her up, draws in blood. Then Mondo goes, maybe he did, who knows, yeah. Goes to the bathroom, throws it in the sauna, it hits the ground. I'm basically going off, it looks like it was impacted on the ground there. In a red room type thing. I think this is, I don't fucking know about this one. In. Says hi. Does that. Picks up the weight. Gives her the smack. Okay, yeah. Blood splatter. Cleans up the room and moves things. And now he comes in with the extension cord. Ties her up. Writes bloodlust. I think that's
exactly what happened.
Spratter.
First, let's take a look back to before the
I think I'm like mostly got it. There might be one wrong.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
12:03 a.m. 2.5 hours for my dumb ass to get through this.
Tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Do those need to be switched then?
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
They're a boy.
Because she was really a he.
Ugh. I also kind of base those two off like, they wouldn't put a card swipe in a big rectangle section.
Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Indeed.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Oh. Let's ruin the immersion here. My cat's on the bench. I'll be right back. Alright, she got off before, as I took my headset off, so I went out there and she was gone. Crunch, how dare. And attacked him.
And
Blood
that's
splatter.
where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Yep.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
It was just a single whack. What was his embarrassing secret?
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Heyo.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
Mondo Chihiro. I've immediately forgotten what I just said.
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course.
I think the answer is Mondo to whatever I said. Ah, yeah. Like if he was motivated to kill Chihiro because of his embarrassing secret. And what could it be? Oh, do you want to come up, Nosy?
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
You're on the cable. You'll learn sooner or later.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it.
You'll learn sooner or later? Yeah.
With the carpet and the poster they
Lay
brought
down.
with them,
What are you doing?
they got to work.
Nope, you're just staring at me. Hello.
They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Asshole.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
I got it completely right.
Just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the
He actually got
handbook
it first
couldn't
try.
stand to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
We were the... You're one of the boys. He betrayed the boys.
Wait. No. This
Now in
can't be
3K
right.
channel points? Hell yeah.
Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Bitch, I just made a comic book out of it. What
You
should I...
need evidence.
What should I
You
put
need
for my,
proof.
like, channel point stuff? Because I feel like what most people do is just, like... drink water. And stretch and shit.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on
Like,
him.
some artists, like, have draw a sketch or accept criticism. There are the end stream ones, which are, like, super expensive. What do you mean without any proof? You just don't want to accept that one of the boys did this. Oh, fuck. Come on. A lot of people have secrets? Fever time. Oh, is this, RB button? Yeah, this is just the music rhythm game, right? Yeah. Your tempo marker will disappear. But there's music, which will have a tempo that I could just easily follow. Huh? Yeah, but it sucks. Have fun. Yeah. Now I need to A to lock on, Y to shoot. Whatever. I think.
Show me some evidence.
No,
You're wrong. I won't listen.
it's A lock on,
refuse
Y.
you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're
Oh,
wrong.
that's what it means.
I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote.
Okay, that's actually super easy once
Show
you
me
got
some
it.
evidence.
This should prove it.
Yeah. Once I actually just started focusing on the rhythm and just being like A Y A Y A Y, then that's the easiest shit ever.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
On the meat bone.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that...
We don't gotta do that.
Finally.
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
We could have saved like 10 minutes if we just like, hey, done it on. It'll come up with Leon. C, A, B. Understandable. Haha, I got an A. 926 points, 75 medals. Oh my god. Bro,
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man.
don't dog the
After
boys.
hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting.
The boys.
No holding on.
The
Time for
boys.
the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank.
Is he gonna get run over by bikes?
Who will you elect as the blackened this time
Or
around?
just like dragged behind a bike?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Getting dragged behind a bike is a longer death, so I'm gonna say that. Whew, it looked like it almost landed on Kyoko. Yikes, that would have been awkward.
What?
Get it right again. Yes, it is so. The blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mundo Owada. Goodbye, bro.
Unbelievable.
Why do you think he won't be quick to violence? He's a biker gang. He's literally told me about how he's like gone up against cops or some shit.
What is this?
Oh, and after they became friends, he is an entire biker gang. It's just him.
Now then.
So allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The sad story of two men. No, I want to hear about the gay romance. This is actually sad.
Weak, 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 weak.
Guys, I'm feeling things. Oh shit, he has emotions. Wait, what? This was survival is fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive.
hey,
I'm sorry. But... That's right. I want to change.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Guys, this is so fucking sad. Jesus. Is this what feelings are?
Correct.
He is emoting.
Indeed. Certainly.
But...
Because...
Ishimaru broke you. Yeah. Unfortunately, some people here are fucking handsy when investigating dead bodies.
I knew it.
It was about this, yeah.
What is this?
It's Quincy Kyoku.
You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
Is it just gonna be some shit about his brother that he doesn't shut up about? Is his brother's death his own fault or some shit? Wait, is his brother dead? Or am I getting confused with shit? Am I just assuming his brother's dead? That that's...
Hey,
I'm noticing all the little things right now and I hate it. Hey! That's what I just said. More or less. Did you just finger gun snap? I think I might have. Did you hear it? Can you hear me clicking? Does my mic pick this up? Let's see. My mouse has disappeared. It's fine. We'll just skip that. Well then, yes. I did finger snap. Daya Owada. So he imitated him in everything he did. Peaches and gravy. What a weird combination. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh?
I just...
So you challenged him to a duel.
Don't fuck with me.
And they still made him the leader? Being real is actually a pun. Put the names together and it becomes Diamondo, the very bad translated Romanji, which just means diamonds. Oh. You and me. Because it's the team, you and me put together. Ah, I guess that's what you're referring to. A promise between men. Man. The team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his brother, who also just happened to die that same night. Perfume? What are you doing? Dai was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. Yeah, it's almost 12:30. Shouldn't some of you be going to bed? Don't you guys have like shit to do? Or are you just waiting for the execution? Oh, I'm being shushed. You work alone. Right. I love that the difference in some of these embarrassing stories. Chihiro had, like, they're actually a guy. Mondo had that he's responsible for his brother's death. We have that we just, like, wet the bed.
I just...
I'm sorry.
Looks like someone's not very interesting. Exactly. Do something crazy. Go do drugs. But don't actually. Why are you telling me all of a sudden?
Huh? But I want to change.
Yes, kill the weak version of you. do it. The Kyoko is that she's a robot. I'm just gonna assume that's not true.
You piece of...
So you're saying
What? What?
I should just be able to tell everyone my secret.
Huh?
Wouldn't surprise me. So I was jealous of him. That jealousy broke me.
What?
No! What's wrong?
Damn you!
I just wanted to...
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch!
Yep, there we go. Fuck. I don't remember anything after that, other than someone got smacked.
I killed Chihiro, even after all this time. I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
And you can't control your emotions.
Thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
But you only have to live with that for about another 2 minutes. So don't worry about it. Fucking rip.
Yep.
Yay. Oh, he swore. Oh my god.
It can't be.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Ridiculous.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Or is his biker gang just going to appear out of nowhere and beat the shit out of him?
Everything we've got.
I think he's just going to be like dragged behind a bike
Sorry, man.
or some shit. Or, really fucked up, the whole torture execution thing. Each limb is tied to a different bike
I couldn't keep the
that
promise
goes
we
in a
made
different direction.
from one man to another.
Men, am I right? Time for the punishment. So good, I got my friendship with him. Oh, the moment you've been waiting for. Fucking man. Oh, it's the cage of death or whatever the fuck they call those. Yep, there it is. At least he gets to die on a bike. The Monokuma has a stupid hair. Yeah. Is it? It's gonna keep going until he like stops or some shit. Wait, now what's happening? Did he get zapped out of existence? of my cats just threw up. I can't believe it's not butter. Love and death on your soul. What the fuck was that execution? Yeah, what the fuck was that execution? Just like blinked out of existence and then turned into butter?
What is this?
Naturally.
Hey. However,
What?
He's just a dickhead, he doesn't care. Well, the cat being sick, yeah.
Honestly,
I'm gonna bunk here.
there is nothing to be done.
What?
Well,
That's right.
I see.
But
Interesting.
You really don't.
Correct. Indeed. Hey,
What's this?
Someone should just use Monokuma as a shield the next time they're gonna be killed. Just call out to him, he appears, pick him up, and just let whoever's attacking you hit him. Because you're not allowed to hurt him. You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? It's for fun, and it's a punishment. You know? It's punishment, it's despair, it's not just for you.
what?
Damn.
Huh? What the heck? Damn it!
Yeah, okay. Someone just kill him right now.
How exciting!
That's enough.
Are you just gonna bunk everyone
In the name of my
that
family.
you don't like or something? Which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Eh. Because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. If those are still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. Yep. Was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away. Oof, my. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
What was that all about? Yike. Dun dun dun. To be continued. Do I have Mondo's jacket? Save the game. Yes. Nosy, don't be doing that shit. Don't. Alright. It's 12:40. I've been going for 3 hours. I'm definitely calling it here. Trial's over. I'm fucking done. So go to sleep. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. Fucking calling me out. All the fuck, nah. Yeah, but it's Wednesday, right? So I'll stream again on Monday. I'll probably take a little break from this because this is all I've done for like the past 2 weeks now. I had fun being Big Bully. Yeah, maybe just like a week off or something. I don't know. Just to not get like burnt out with playing just this. But until Monday, or any random stream that happens between now and then, catch you later.